Liquidity is aplenty and it shows up everywhere, doesn't it? I mean, be it public markets, look at private businesses, and even the pace of mergers and acquisitions, which is happening at a frenetic rate, right? I mean, we are used to seeing older established companies buying new age businesses. For example, we have the Tatas buying out Big Basket, 1MG, Reliance buying Urban Ladder, NetMeds. There has also been recently a spate of new age businesses, as you pointed out, buying older established companies. I'm going to highlight 4 such deals, and that's why I'm calling this piece Back to the Future. New age companies going back, taking advantage of older established companies to try and exploit the future. The first on my list is EdTech company, education tech company, Byju's, which in April confirmed that it was buying Aakash Educational Services, which helps students prepare for exams. I mean, it's a test prep company. I mean, here is a case where a 9-year-old firm was buying a 30-plus-year-old company for nearly $1 billion, right? Almost $1 billion. This was back in April. Then in May, Next Billion Technology, which operates, the wealth management platform Grow, said it will buy Indiabulls Mutual Fund for 175 crore rupees. This is a 4-year-old firm, remember, Grow. And it's got a foot in the door as far as the asset management business is concerned. It's a much sought-after business, and it plans to marry that with its array of services, financial services online. The next one is, slightly peculiar because this is BharatPay's acquisition of the 37-year-old PMC Bank, BharatPay and Centrum. BharatPay, PMC, of course, was in trouble, and you could call it a bailout or whatever, but again, shows you how a 3-year-old firm went ahead and bought a firm which has been around for 37 plus years, right? The deal value of about 1,800 crore rupees. The latest, of course, is online pharmacy startup PharmEasy buying a majority stake in diagnostics chain Thyrocare. They're getting 66.1% stake in the firm, and they're ending up paying about 4,500 crore plus. This, by the way, as I think you also pointed out, is the first acquisition of a listed company by an Indian unicorn. Unicorns, of course, worth over $1 billion. Now, what is going on? I'm not going into the intricacies of each and every deal. And I think, to make general assumptions would be unfair because these are specific opportunities which companies spot, old, new, doesn't matter, and then take advantage of it. But from a 30,000 feet view, what is going on? What's happened is, and I think this is something which is well known now, COVID-19 has compressed years of tech adoption into a few months. The compression has happened. As a result of COVID-19, central banks have basically unleashed, the largest ever quantitative easing programs the world has ever seen. The biggest, of course, being from the Fed. And money is fungible. It shows up everywhere. It lifts up the prices of everything. This has been described as an everything up kind of a phase the world is seeing right now. And a lot of it has got to do with underlying liquidity, which remains very strong. Companies flush with cash, right, are using very little of their very expensive equity now to buy some of these companies that I'm talking about. The amount of money which startups have raised is also staggering. This is the stat for India. In the first 4 months of 2021, startups have raised a total of $7.8 billion. This is already, in 4 months flat, this is already 70% of all the funds startups raised in 2020. Globally also, the experience is pretty similar. And I think this will tell you, the power, the amount of firepower that startups have now. This is how many companies in each of the last 4 years have gotten to that $1 billion valuation, so-called unicorn status. 2021, and we've got the bulk of the year in front of us, we're already at 15. 2020, we saw 9 companies get to the $1 billion valuation. 2019, 9. 2018, 8. So pretty frenetic pace of activity. Old companies, established conglomerates buying digital businesses, new age businesses, but also a lot of the new age businesses, startups, buying established older firms as well. We'll watch the space closely and see if there is more of this activity to come.